Went with the normal difficulty, huh? That'd be my pick for a first playthrough. Nice to see someone with some sense around here for once.
Ah, ya, Moonman me va a preguntar cada vez que yo vuelva. Aprovechando, suscríbanse. Ah, gaste. Ay, bonito plano. Ya, mejoras de aptitudes. Cada vez que subimos de nivel ganamos puntos de aptitud que podemos gastar para mejorar aptitudes. Ya, gastar un punto aumenta la aptitud desde un punto de vista del nivel actual. Si la aptitud es especializada, el límite sube a 2, lo que permite superar tu nivel. Las aptitudes se usan para diversas comprobaciones durante el juego. Suelen tener una bonificación pasiva que aumenta inmediatamente y te permite comprar más ventajas. Igual puedo gastarlas en otras cosas. Ay, qué bonito mi mono. Sí, igual a mí, bueno, igual a mí. Calcado. Ya, después voy a asignar los puntitos. Ya tenemos que conversar con el resto de la tripulación. Ah, esto es para craftear. Ese trabajo nos permite fabricar, modificar. Ah, mira. Despiece y mejorar el grupo fabricación. Ya, en una mesa de trabajo, la pantalla de fabricación permite usar recursos para crear diversos objetos como munición, cargas de inhalador, imprimadores, no sé qué será eso, objetos arrojadizos y mucho más. Encuentra y compras más fórmulas para poder usarlas para fabricar. Si te faltan recursos, accede a la pantalla de despiece de la mesa de trabajo para destruir tus objetos y convertirlos en materiales de fabricación básicos. Ah, claro, mira. Hay electroganzúa. Oye, modificaciones de armadura, consumir. Oye. Modificaciones. Bien. Modificaciones de armas y armaduras. En una mesa de trabajo, la pantalla de modificaciones permite alterar tus armas, armaduras y protectores para la cabeza. Las modificaciones tienen diversas funciones que permiten aumentar la eficacia de tu equipamiento y especializarlo para que se adapte a tu estilo de juego. Las modificaciones de armas se pueden comprar en las máquinas expendedoras que las venden. Mira tú. Puedes encontrar las modificaciones de armaduras mientras exploras o comprárselas a los mercaderes de toda Arcadia. Cuando adquieres una modificación de cualquier manera, su fórmula se desbloquea de inmediato por si quieres fabricar más copias. Almacén que vuelo. Abre todas las ventanas de la casa, no sé de dónde viene el olor a humo, pero hay un incendio claramente. Ah, ya. Ya me muevo bien. Ya me quedé con todo. Núcleo de la nada. Ay, qué guapo esto. Vamos a hacer un cambio en los botones. Controles, asignación de teclas, agachar. Ah, espérate. Esto conté. De acompañante. Libre. Lo siento. Estoy de agacharse con cero. Ah, el water. Todavía usan papel. Bien. Camarote de alguien. Camarote de alguien más. Otro camarote. ¿Ha cambiado la nada? ¿Estas plantitas tienen? Oh, el mío salto, weón.
This unit records indicate that lockboxes, such as the two housed in this dispenser, were originally part of a failed smuggling operation. Special lockbox keys are needed to open them. After discovering the first lockbox, Agent Ibarra installed this dispenser to house additional lockboxes, which may be located throughout the colony. Unfortunately, due to a jam, the dispenser is currently inoperable. Agent Ibarra deprioritized its repair in order to focus on rescuing you, Commander. Theorizing. Extracting the contents from the first lockbox may disencumber the dispenser, allowing it to return to normal operations. This unit has an advanced decryption key that can open the first lockbox, Commander. Helpful addendum. Scans also indicate an Anti's Choice dematerializer within the first lockbox, which you may find useful in the discreet disposal of bodies, Commander. An Earth Directorate agent prepares for all eventualities, including but not limited to unpremeditated murder. Additionally, the second lockbox's contents may contain parts to upgrade your Valerie unit. Upgrades are recommended to improve your experience of Valerie. Please do not attempt physical intimacy with your Valerie unit. This unit may suffer occasional wear and tear in the course of performing its operations. Routine maintenance is required. An upgraded Valerie unit will boost the team's overall level of effectiveness by an estimated 87.3%. Please be on the lookout for any additional lockboxes, which may be stored here for your convenience.
Igual tiene como hoyos útiles esto. Vamos que llega. ¿Qué es esto? Tiene un desmaterializador ácido de Ontis. 40 detalles. Dispara un aerosol de baba altamente volátil cuando se activa, lo que inflige daño corrosivo a muy corta distancia. Los cadáveres se derriten, impidiendo así que otros los encuentren y se alerten.
Congratulations on your acquisition of the dematerializer. The dispenser is now functioning normally. Your ability to conceal homicides has also been increased by 85.9%.
Oye, lleno de plantas, vamos a hablar con el morero. Espérate, quiero estornudar. Ah.
All these years and I still can't get my head around what Augustine did. Sacrificing our whole team. And for what? What did our blood pay for? Oh, Commander. Thought you were Val. Glad to see you up and ambling about. And not, human stew. More like 9 and change. And a rough 9 years at that. But who's counting? You know, when I first learned some of the escape pods made it away from the station, I'd hoped. I did search for you, Commander. Just as soon as I was able. Might be you're giving me more grace than I deserve, but either way, thank you. So then, I gather Val's described our state of affairs?
Confirmed. The commander has received a full briefing on the following topics: the invasion of Arcadia, the rift, and Agent DeVries's survival.
DeVries. Would have been better if she joined the dead. I figured she'd done just that until I got the alert that she brought down the Earth Directorate satellite. If she's of a mind to, she could use the information on that thing to destabilize the rift and destroy Arcadia. She was one of us, Commander. It's our responsibility to stop her. Glad to see you're just as by the book as I remember. She's gone to ground now, but as part of her original undercover mission, DeVries was inserted at the Vox relay station on Paradise Island. She'd have followed protocol, established a safe room there. Wager that's where we'll find clues as to her present plans and whereabouts. Thank you, Commander. Means a lot coming from you. Just to be clear, I'm not saying we're strolling up to the Vox station and knock nicely. The Vox is highly restricted and heavily defended. It'd be a death sentence. We might ought to explore the island first, find out what we can. The satellite alert pinged DeVries' tracker in a town, name of Fairfield. Wasn't nowhere clear as yours, so we need to poke around a bit. Doubt she's there now, but it seems a better place to start than insulting your protectorate communications hub.
La media cagada, po.
Ought to bring Val with us when we leave. She might not look it, but she can be fearsome in a fight.
Acompañante, puedes tener hasta 2 acompañantes para que te sigan y te ayuden en tu aventura. Cada acompañante tiene una habilidad especial que se puede activar cuando está cargada. Cada habilidad es única y puede usarse para provocar a los enemigos, infligir daño instantáneo y hasta para curarte. Los acompañantes también suben de nivel contigo y cada 5 niveles obtienen un punto de ventaja que puedes gastar en el registro. Logro, bienvenido a Isla Paradiso. O Paraíso. Por haber aterrizado acá. calmación. Es muy de Obsidian este estilo gráfico.
Seems likely we'll find Crabbles hereabouts.
Negative. Pharmaceutical reload in
Ya, construir asignación tecla. Ahora encuentro sentido. Última arma. Arma, habilidad especial. Pero ahora está con el inhalador. Y esto con la B. Y este sería. Y este B. Listo.
progress. Enthusiastically neutralizing unfriendlies.
Habilidades de acompañante ya, pero.
With life support.
Nobody around. You lot couldn't hit the broadside of a freighter. Hey, got a distraction for you.
No le hicimos nada de daño, vámonos, vamos.
Risk of sounding glib, that ain't a good sign.
Correction. The sign seems to be functioning nominally.
Say the same for the truth.
Company. Must be from that shit on the makes it cream for it.
Whoa there, go-getter. Welcome to Fairfield, now under the new and improved management of Auntie's Choice. I'd usually ask if you were affiliated with the previous regime, but you lack the bewildered gaze of a yay-saying protectorate subject. Even so, going to have to ask you to identify yourself. Still a war on and all. Earth Directorate, huh? Like, from the serials? Thought Arcadia was outside your jurisdiction. Any folk native to this place sure wouldn't have ever heard of you. End of the day, we let most anybody in. Bottom line's all we care about is our bottom line. That'll be all. Unless you got any questions before you're on your way.
Give Auntie 2 bits, and she'll give you some new glitz. Give Auntie 5 bits, and she'll give you a facial spritz.
Away from the landing pad? Had a convoy out that way. They're overdue. See any sign of them? Damnation. I had a friend on that detail. He always carried this, keepsake. You didn't happen to find it, did you?
You can't spell heinous acidic without Auntie's choice.
Well, never too late to start. Plunder's plunder, Auntie always says. Them Protectorate drones been a serious menace of late. Heard Trooper Faulkner shot a few. You find a way to put a stop to them, there's a bounty for it. Bounty terminal's out next to the jail, across from the bar. Just down the lane here a spell. You get to Town Hall, you passed it.
Auntie's choice knows that a better you is
As I've never heard of her, can't say I can. Seems like Minister Milver Street knows everybody, though. Probably ask him. Anything else? What? You been in hibernation or something? We're here to bring the free market's liberation to the people of Arcadia. And Arcadia's bounty to the rest of the galaxy, of course. Oh, we got everything. One of them, at least. Clinic's over there on your left. Watering hole's a bit down on the right. Market's a straight shot down the lane.
why choose just any choice when you
Before I forget, I have standing orders to send all newcomers to Minister Milver Street. He's in the town hall. That'd be the one with the giant hologram on it. Can't miss it. Again, welcome to Fairfield, the official new home of free trade and self-reliance on Eden.
Es igual a Bow, pero en el futuro.
Keep your petty skepticism. I'll pay my tab in no time. You'll see.
Auntie's new line of specialty drinks Anti-Fizzos.
That guard wasn't being ironical about the giant hologram over Town Hall. Well, guess we ought to go acquaint ourselves with that minister like she said.
Banter elsewhere.
Yet you see fit to keep me in a constant state of consternation. With each unauthorized act, you jeopardize our hold of Fairfield.
Yes, but you must understand, the Protectorate citizenry is a hair's breadth from defection. Within the week, I'm certain.
Certain. Like the week prior and the week before that. Impressive foresight you wield. Should apply to join the Order of the Ascendant.
It would be difficult enough to convert the stubborn populace without your soldiers' constant, ill-advised forays.
Enough! Your yipping reminds me of my 2 old canids. I loved those canids. You, on the other hand, are trying my patience. We don't want to try Auntie's patience, do we?
No,
Auntie.
Auntie.
Yes, I thought not. Now, unless you care to see what life in the lower rungs looks like, you will both of you cease your foolish maneuvering immediately. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Auntie.
Good. See that it is done. I will brook no more disappointments. And while you're at it, you might want to look into your security situation, Commander. I'm not accustomed to an audience when addressing my subordinates.
Who in the void? Eavesdropping on Auntie's choice business is like to get a body shot for spying. Though you're not wanting for moxie. I'll give you that.
Now, hold a moment, Carr. When opportunity comes visiting, perhaps it's better not to riddle it full of holes. Our new compatriot may be of assistance.
A surprisingly good point. Especially from you. She only forbade us using our own personnel. Be a whole other matter were a stranger to happen to aid one of us. But which? Well, you seem an observant sort, so I expect you'll tire of Milver Street's bluster soon enough. Come see me before agreeing to whatever absurdity he proposes. Unlike him, I have some work actually befitting your time. I'll be waiting.
Alone at last. I never thought she'd leave. Now then, Allow me to introduce myself. I am D.B. Milver Street, Minister of Marketing, Duke of Demographics, Commercial Condottiere, President of Promotional Material. Tell me, do you believe in signs?
Ah,
Everything happens for a reason. Yes. Yes, I can see that kind of line working with our protectorate demographic. I do not believe in signs. I believe in opportunities. Right now, at this moment, you and I have an opportunity to save countless lives. But I'm hardly the type to beg and ask for nothing in return. Tell me, what do you desire of this island?
With that hat? Absolutely not.
Is this a bad time to mention I can read lips?
aparte que están al lado, pues, y no hablan y no susurraron.
I have some faint recollections of the fuzz beneath my hat. Perhaps I saw such a name amidst my perusal of the Protectorate domicile assignment records. The record room is in this building. You have my permission to peruse at your leisure. But surely a go-getter like yourself has more ambitious goals on our island. Share them with me, and we can brave them together. Ambitious, aren't we? Easily the best protected location on Paradise Island. Hardly a place for a stroll. But if you assist me, I promise to get you inside. Better yet, helping me shall result in our saving dozens, no, hundreds of lives. Your conscience shall be renewed. Auntie may demand Carr and I do nothing, but for each moment I remain inactive, dozens fall in meaningless combat. I seek a persuasive method of alleviating this conflict. The Protectorate utilizes a procedure known as mental refreshment to ease the temperament of wayward subjects. The Ministry of Accuracy contains vital information about the process and where it is performed. This is the prize I seek. I previously sent a grafted soldier, Trooper Sealong, to retrieve said information, but I have not heard from her in some time. Consequently, I must presume the worst. Protectorate subjects willingly submit themselves to a kind of mental reset designed to bring them closer to the Protectorate ideal. But I have reason to believe that their system is less rigid than Protectorate leadership would claim. It's ripe for exploitation. Is there a more beautiful phrase? Yes, one additional word of warning. The good Commander Carr shall not take kindly to your working with me, though that is a bridge most worth burning in my estimate. An opportunity to attain my goals and stick my finger in Babylon's eye? Today's as grand as when I led in the performance department showing of Life of a Salesman. Find your way to the Ministry of Accuracy. And if Trooper Sealong is still alive, do send her back here to debrief. She's still contracted to us after all.
Can't get that Andy's Choice jingle out of my head. Hey, if I start humming it, you do what you gotta. Anyway, need something, Commander? Oh yeah? What's needling you? Fair point. Guess Horizon Point didn't exactly foster a lasting fellowship, did it? All jesting aside, what's there to tell? Spent the first year getting back up on my feet, literally. Been mostly laying low since then, maintaining my cover. Before the invasion, at least, the Earth Directorate still needed someone to watch the colony, and I had 2 working lamps. Not always. Went a couple of stretches there on low power to avoid detection from Protectorate patrols. I usually shut her down for a few cycles then. The way you're gawping at me right now makes me think I answered that question wrong. I appreciate the concern. Won't lie, had some hard years. Got caught up in a few lost causes, the particulars of which I'd rather not go into now, if it's all the same. I found you. Oh, and Val's been stalling less since I patched her acclimator. Ship doesn't smell anymore. That's about it. Spratwurst. Be pretty horrifying if I wasn't. I was trying to teach myself some new skills in the galley. Val got it into her hardware. I needed a hobby. I figured Spratwurst ain't an easy meal to mess up. Well, I learned about 20 ways how not to fix a worst. Like most colonies, good people being ground down from above. A lot of fancy talk from suits about streamlining and quarterly earnings while them on the line barely scrape by. Triangulum's known for churning out freighters, and shipbuilding ain't exactly known for being clean, safe work neither. Especially when corners get cut. Can't remember a time I didn't end the day all banged up, filthy, and smelling like I just crawled out of an exhaust port. It was hard work, sure. But there was something special about seeing one of them long haulers fire up her engines for the first time and knowing you had a hand in her construction. Funny thing was, I wasn't even an engineer back then. But I wanted to learn, so I paid attention. Too good of attention, as it turned out. I was working late one evening and overheard something I shouldn't have. Some bigwigs exchanging inside information that would have cost the corporation a pretty bit. A day later, I was being accused of corporate espionage. Didn't want to bring any heat down on anyone else, so I went on the run before the first jackboot showed up at my door. Oh, now, you'll have to tell me what those other things are sometime. I was on the run for, I don't even know how long. The days sort of bled into one another. I started losing hope of things ever changing for the better. Then, the Earth Directorate showed up. They liberated Triangulum, pulling me and the rest of the colony out from under the corporate boot. Joining up after that just made sense. Watch out for that Auntie Cleo. I know she don't look it, but she's more dangerous than she seems. Even the whole of Spacer's Choice couldn't outmaneuver her.
Ahí está, Agustín de Pris.
Commander, there is a 98.7% chance that hunting Agent DeVries will require greater amounts of ammunition than you currently possess. Ammunition can be purchased at vending machines or crafted at a workbench using materials like this collection of scrap metal and powder.
I can also help you craft items in a pinch when we're out together. Most won't even explode on you.
Ah, ya, esas son las fórmulas, ya. Ya, esto es de armas.
Ectoplasm. Wait. Nope. Just taro excrement. Heavens, Auntie, you scared the living daylights out of me. Shouldn't sneak up on a man like that. Good way to earn a bullet betwixt the eyes. You know, you might be right. I'm reliably certain I did not want to find out. Guess I should apologize for all that hullabaloo before. Just mistook you for another unfleshly manifestation. Look, I know how it sounds. Like I'm a few crabbles short of a herd, but just hear me out. It all started the other night. Saw a personage leaving the greenhouse, late. Figured it for Emily, but when I asked her about it, she didn't know what I was talking about. Happened again the next night. Gave chase that time, but lost them hereabouts. I turned a corner and they'd up and vanished. I've knocked on doors, peeped a few windows, respectfully, mind you. And I ain't spied anything more exciting than a chair. But then, a being of pure information probably wouldn't linger on this plane any longer than necessary. Too tiresome, would be my guess. Well, maybe. I still don't know all the particulars, yet. But it's one theory. I certainly won't say no to having a fresh set of lamps on the scene. Just be careful. Hate to see you disappeared like that foodstuffs.
Too much spacers ale. Try anti. Pills, good for what ails you.
It was only a matter of time until we were discovered. Though what an odd thing to die for. Apples. Is that not why you've come? Because you discovered our recent larceny at the greenhouse? The greenhouse's stolen bounty offered a healthy alternative to gorging ourselves on that vending machine poison. Alas, I was spotted on 1 or 2 forays. Starving? Hardly. We have greater stores of strength than you suppose. This hunger is a momentary distraction, nothing more. If you are conniving for some concession of weakness, you will be a long time waiting.
Thought I saw you disappear in here. Oh. Seems I've stumbled into quite the shindig. You lot been hiding out in here all this time? Touch cramped, ain't it? You've got me there. Nothing enigmatical about a trio of Protectorate stowaways.
The more I listen to you invaders blathering, the more convinced I become of the need to rid our fair island of your wretched stupidity by any means necessary.
Not very copacetic, are you folks?
If this exchange is not to your liking, I can accommodate you with a bullet instead.
No, 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 no.
Spare me your insults. They mean less than nothing coming from the mouth of a corporate pet. I would sever my own hands at the wrist rather than sign a corporate contract. A generous offer. But we prefer to die in the service of the Sovereign. This was always going to end in blood.
What the?
Sequencing attack strategies.
Better waste it. At your command.
I had this mystery all wrong. Small part of me was hoping... Nah, never mind. It's downright foolish. I lost a friend in the invasion. A good friend. Thought maybe all this was her trying to send me a message of some kind. Like I said, foolish. She was. Yeah. Oh, that feels good to say aloud, even if it hurts too. Romantic entanglements ain't exactly encouraged between troopers, especially in the same division. Supposedly compromises our decision-making in the field. But I digress. Thanks for your help, and for listening to my languishments. Glad someone else might remember her now, too.
Ay, Dios, tenemos este y este. Hagamos el de los drones. La casa, pero no la puedo abrir. Subir a hackearla. Esta parece ser la comisaría. Ay, cualquier sangre aquí.
Never catch a break. Finally find a way to get ahead. Swear, I almost had it this time. Everything all lined up. Easy mark, guaranteed moneymaker, favorable terms. Practically the recipe for success. Look like you've had your share of troubles. Ever had the perfect opportunity just slip through your fingers? So you can understand my situation then. I had just the thing to get me a fast-track promotion to lower middle management. Now you seem like someone who knows a good deal and wouldn't be adverse to helping me out. It's like this. I agreed to meet with a business associate to finalize a deal, but the location got set for Spire Grove. Problem is, you been outside of Fairfield? The funicular to Spire Grove broke recently, so I got no way to get up there. I'd break my neck scaling that cliff for sure. There's a long way around, but it's not for me. Why, the path there might be lousy with raptidons for all I know. It wasn't before, but mayhap they were just lulling me into a false sense of complacency so they can strike. While exploring facilities to the north, my partner unearthed the heretofore unexploited advanced protectorate technology. Couldn't or wouldn't go into details, but he promised every household would want one, that it'd revolutionize the daily life of Anti's choice citizens. Typical research type, focused on all the wrong things. Not particularly motivated by competition or social advancement. Strange bird. Pitched him the dumbest deal I could think of. Told him I'd trade him my entire tossball card collection for schematics or a prototype. Said sure. Complete rube. Didn't even ask about condition. My Kelvin Tran rookie card isn't even ultra fine. Got a piece of nicotine chewing gum stuck to it. Don't want to bargain none? Might suspicious, you ask me. Like maybe I ought to end this here conversation. I have a few bits I can offer you. Not much, but if it turns out a roaring success like it ought to, and I get a fat promotion, I promise I'll see you're taken care of later. Splendid. Go parlay with Jackson Plum up at Spire Grove. It's some kind of agricultural harvesting encampment southwest of here, near a mess of them rocky spires. He'll provide the agreed-upon schematics. Well, the broke-down funicular is due west of here. Dexterous-looking so-and-so like yourself could probably scarp her up it in a jiffy. From there, it's just up the hill a smidge. So close, but so far away. At least for me, anyhow. Truth is, haven't the slightest. You know the Protectorate have all the most advanced technology, though. Probably something straight out of an Aetherwave serial. Edible spacesuits, N-ray specs, matter translocation. It could be anything. If Jackson's all fired up about it, it'll be beyond comprehension, I'm sure. All right, then. Don't let me keep you.
Voy a hacer esta weá de los drones primero.
They got no tolerance for it. Why do you think I'm out here? Has nothing to do with my current and very temporary shortage of funds.
Might I have a word, Commander?
Tirania. El Tirania es un agente peligroso que se encuentra por toda Arcadia y con él funcionan los mecanoides del protectorado. Pero hasta encima del Tirania te envenena y lo que te reduce tu nivel de máximo de toxicidad. El exceso de Tirania puede ser mortal. Ya, hay que esperar a que se disipen.
Engaging hostile life forms. Commencing combat-related activities. Emergency protocols ready. Entering a confrontational state.
Qué bueno que indiquen en el mapa que se tengan cuestiones. Por lo menos para el saqueo. Es importante.
Enthusiastically neutralizing unfriendlies.
Buena,
Feels good to be back in the saddle, don't it, Val? Kind of reminds me of our days in Nix's orbit, dodging protectorate patrols. You remember that?
Error. Memory not found.
Ah, well. That's all right, Val. I'll just have to do the remembering for both of us.
¿Dónde quedamos? Hay que repetir todo. Me cortó un poco. Ah, no se saca. Bien. Ya, no. No hay que caer de grandes alturas, claramente.
Feels good to be back in the saddle, don't it, Val? Kind of reminds me of our days in Nix's orbit, dodging protectorate patrols. You remember that?
Error. Memory not found.
Ah, well. That's all right, Val. I'll just have to do the remembering for both of us.
A ver, la prueba de balas, resistencia de daño, más salud base. Oh, me aumenta la probabilidad de crítico. Y aquí tengo que pensar bien. Oh, pues no me quiero caer de nuevo. No, puto. Imbécil, weón.
People think I got ejected from the saloon because I'm 3 sheets to the wind. Well, maybe.
Ya, vamos a bajar hasta acá.
Boy, take this terminal and trash it.